The flight to New York was full. Passengers hurried to find their seats, overhead bins were crammed with luggage, and the usual chatter filled the cabin. Amid the crowd, a young father struggled to balance everything at once. With one arm, he carried his sleepy little daughter, no more than 4 years old, her tiny head resting on his shoulder. In the other, he dragged a heavy bag that looked far too big for him to manage alone. His clothes were simple, worn, and his tired eyes revealed a life that hadn't been easy. As he walked down the aisle, trying to find his seat, some passengers smirked and whispered, "Looks like he doesn't even know how to handle a kid," one woman chuckled. Another man shook his head. "Single dads these days can't even manage themselves." The father didn't respond. He just smiled softly at his daughter and whispered, "Almost there, sweetheart. Daddy's got you." When he finally reached row 18, he tried to settle her into the seat, fumbling with the buckle. The little girl clung to him tightly, refusing to let go. His hand shook slightly, part exhaustion, part embarrassment from the eyes watching him. A few chuckles echoed again. And then something unexpected happened. The flight attendant walking past suddenly froze, staring at the man. Her eyes widened in recognition. Without a word, she stood straight, heels clicked together, and with a firm, respectful voice, she said, "Sir." The other crew members looked over, confused at first, until they too recognized him. One by one, they stood at attention, a rare sight on a commercial flight. Passengers who had been laughing fell silent. The young father looked up, surprised. He gave a humble nod, his eyes lowering as though he wasn't used to such recognition. Whispers spread quickly through the cabin. "Who is he? What's going on?" Finally, the captain himself stepped out from the cockpit. He walked down the aisle, stopped in front of the father, and extended his hand. "Ladies and gentlemen," the captain announced, his voice steady but filled with respect. "This man is not just a father traveling with his daughter. He is a decorated veteran who served our country with honor. He carried more weight than any of us could ever imagine, on the battlefield and now as a single father raising his little girl. Today, we have the privilege of flying with him." The cabin was utterly silent. Then, almost in unison, people began to clap. Some stood. A few wiped away tears. The same passengers who had mocked him now looked at him with admiration and shame for their earlier judgment. The little girl, still clutching her father, looked around confused, but smiled when she saw the warm faces. "Daddy, why are they clapping?" she whispered. He kissed her forehead and said softly, "Because they're proud of us, sweetheart, proud of us." In that moment, everyone on board learned something important, that true strength isn't always in medals, uniforms, or parades. Sometimes it's in the quiet sacrifices, the sleepless nights, and the love of a parent who refuses to give up. And as the plane lifted off into the sky, so did the hearts of every passenger who had just witnessed the silent heroism of a single dad.